Howdy, fellers. How's it going? Today is currently Wednesday. We're going to be hitting tries and back. Yep, tries and back. Had to think about that for a minute. But anyways, so we're already halfway through the working week and workout week. So, can't say much, but I'm happy about that, Sad that it's another week of lifts. But there's always next week's lifts, and but anyways, not gonna lie, we're still running just like the last video, low sleep, but the energy has been there for the workouts thanks to this grace of C4 pre-workout. I'm only taking one skip. It's not like I'm wilding out and taking two just because I'm tired. Don't do that. That is the key to a heart attack, especially in my book with my problems. So with that being said, fellers, I think it's about time we get on the road. We just got done with work, and I'll catch you guys at the gym for some pre-worky talks. Alrighty, fellers, so we just got here. Not gonna lie, favorite thing is getting done with work and just soaking this AC in. And also, if you guys are wondering the change in scenery, it's because I got my mother's car. My truck is actually in the shop right now for a little bit of work. Nothing bad, just upgrades. But there is complications with that on the mechanics end with wrong parts and stuff. So my problem to a point, but not my problem, because he told me to buy these certain parts, and then I did, and they're completely the wrong parts, even though I ran it through them. Anyways, out of my control for now. But I'm not gonna lie, Mom has like these vented seats on this chair, and it's pretty nice. You kind of rip ass too, it airs it out, just saying on a side note. But this car, I don't like it, too high tech for me, but I can't complain. At least it gets us to the gym, to work, and home. So I can't complain. But anyways, fellers, I think this lift, now I got my little bit of pre-work in me, got my smile back, I think it's gonna be a good one. Just like any other arm day, honestly, the only time it kind of really, if I ain't putting up, if I don't eat, let's say like yesterday, if I didn't eat, and not that I didn't eat, that I didn't get the calorie count or protein, that's kind of really where I start like tweaking out and knowing I'm gonna have a bad day at the gym, but we got all that in yesterday, so we're chilling. Still feeling leg day, but they're hitting that, so it don't even matter. That still bothers me for about 2 days. It's just not like pain or anything, like just being sore, just your typical soreness, from lifting. But the only reason it sucks about legs is, you're on your feet all day. But, anyways, fellers, I say we get to the lift, and I'll see you guys there. Alrighty, so what we got coming down here is our lat pull downs on the machine. Obviously, nothing out of the ordinary. 3 sets of 10. I've always done this one through and through, and honestly, it is a solid workout. Really engages your traps. And, you can always, with this machine, put on a little bit of weight. You know what I mean? Then we come into here and we do cable pull downs. Really focusing on our tricep with this one. Just slow and controlled with this one too. Feeling the burn through and through for 3 sets of 10. I usually do this one towards the end of my workout, but I figured, to trick the muscles, you want to, do stuff in different orders, different ways. So I did slow and controlled at the beginning, where before, like when I'm doing it, I'm usually doing it at the end. So I'm just kind of flinging, pushing the weight. Or here, because I did it at the beginning, I have more energy, so I can control the weight a lot better in that sense. So that's why I did focus on slow and control and really feeling that burn on that one and getting a nice pull on the muscle. Then we come over here and we do our shoulder press, just to really help our the traps and our neck up there. really beat. And that's the one thing about this machine. Once I started hitting this, I really started to see like around my neck, like everything beef up around there, and in my shoulder area even beef up. That's why I like this one, and throw it in there for my tricep and back day. Then over here we got our. This is kind of just like the lat pull down, focusing, but it's with a mag grip, focusing on the the lats here, and just with the mag grip, it hits it in a different way. That's why I actually like this mag grip too. You're in nice and tight. You can see there at the end I was a little spent from doing that. But with that mag grip too, it allows you to take a lot more tension off your grip necessarily, and more focus on the muscle. That's just the way I see it. But then we come over here and we got our tricep push downs. We do the wide grip, then we do the close grip. Obviously 10 and 10 for each on that for 3 sets. One of these workouts too that I'm starting to focus more on slow and controlled, just because we max the plates out. But I still keep it in there though. I don't know. I just like it because it's really intense. It's one of those things I can do a back-to-back workout and feel the intensity of that and ride it. But then on top of it, then we come over here and we got our pulls on the machine. Instead of just doing 2 hands, I like to isolate this one and do 10 and 10 on each arm. I call these kind of more like the lawnmower, where if you had like the bench flat and you were doing it with a dumbbell, the pulls like that. So that's kind of like the way that I see that workout. Let me come over here. Let me do another back pull, or really honestly I don't know the name for this, but we go with the motorcycle grip. Then we go with the vertical grip, or the slanted grip. 3 sets of 10 in each arm on this, or 3 sets of 10 on each of this workout. That's what I meant. But with this one, another one that I can just throw a lot of weight around and feel good about it, not gonna lie. Then we come over here, a little pre-pump check, shirt on, and this is honestly the hardest part right here, getting this damn shirt off after a workout. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys, this is honestly harder than any of my workouts, and I'll put that down. But then we come over here, we got a nice little lift, or pump check here. I think we're looking good. Not gonna lie, guys, started working on flexing my traps a little bit more, and breathing in to really like show the muscles, or controlling my breath, or like the way that you have your breath, like breathing up into your chest and quick breathing down into your gut, especially when you're posing, just so you can kind of lean your gut out and get the rip more. And honestly, look at it, beautiful. It looks better than ever, and I love it. Not gonna lie, right here, this is our practice at flexing our traps out. I kind of just learned how to do it. Kind of see me popping them a little bit. I'm struggling, but I'm learning. It's a work in progress. Alrighty, fellers. So that's a wrap on today's lift. Oh, I am a little spent, not gonna lie. But a good day's lift is what I can say. We got her in, and the effort was there. But, could have been a little bit better. Can't sugarcoat it. But, at the end of the day, it's that you got that lift in. And I'm not going to lie again, fellas. Someone was in the gym, or the locker room again, right where I do my pump checks, man. They're not like right where I do them, but like, so I don't, I can't be able to talk, at least me, socially. Just so it ain't like socially awkward for me, I hope, maybe you guys don't mind the new way, because what I did when I was editing the video, right, is instead of just cutting off before the pump check, Jesus, man. But instead of cutting my little talk like during the workout, like how I do the over talk, instead of cutting it before the pump, I hit the pump check. I kind of get to talk through the pump check, and I guess describe how I think the pump check was. You know what I mean? After a second take on it, basically, because like this is my first take, and then when I get back and I edit the video down and do all that stuff, that's when I get my second take on the pump check. So I mean, you get first take and a second take that way. And also on top of it, I'm not just sitting there moaning and grunting while I'm doing my pump check, you know, because that's really all I'd be doing, really. I just say pump check, fellers, and then, you know, grunt and moan away, but freaking no homo like that, but freaking, you know, with that being said, sorry, there is a dime piece behind me and a nice, what is that? Looks like Chevy or Ram. If that's completely true, sounds like that's a Ford. Never mind. That's a completely downgrade right there. Anyone that drives a Ford is found on the road dead. Not like the actual person, but like their vehicle. But you know, anyways, fellas, sorry, man. That's why I was getting distracted, low key. I had to keep it real for the homeboys, you know. But anyways, back to what we were saying though. The pump check itself, I'm not gonna lie, I think it was. I mean, I didn't look at it, but just from the way I was hitting those poses, I'm learning how to hit them a lot better. I don't know if you guys seen me. I tried to do like the traps, like flex my traps. I kind of just got taught that last Monday, actually. So 2 days ago, not even, you know, so I just kind of learned how to do that. I'm trying to see how to actually do it, you know, actually pop them out. I feel like I'm not flaring them enough, you know what I mean? But honestly, the whole pump check thing to me, like doing the pose and all that, are really a new thing to me, honestly. Like it's a learning thing for me, because I can do the weightlifting obviously and do all that stuff, but posing in itself is like its own ballpark. I mean, that's all part of bodybuilding, obviously, and I'm in between bodybuilder / power lifter, guess kind of whatever I feel like that day, you know, to keep it honest. But, you know, anyways, it don't really matter. I gotta learn how to flex, you know, and that's just keeping it a buck 100. And you know, the whole, I mean, I guess I am getting it. I came a long ways. So like, I got in that one pose where I do this and it like really tears your whole, you know, your whole core, like midsection. Like it really shows it off. And then there's like the one where you kind of put your knuckles on the back of your waist and pop out like that. That's more like a chest one, I want to say. And then put your arms out, kind of just, you know, flare out. I gotta get that flare down, you know, for the traps. Or what? I'm honestly so shot, I kind of can't even pee. I'm just probably saying muscles. I really am shot. But you wanna know what? Another day, another dollar. That's all I can really say. There's days where honestly I'm just going through the motions. I mean, obviously today wasn't one of those lifts. It's just I can't focus on two things at once right now. That's just because I'm too tired. Usually I'm multitasking all the time, but I can't right now. I'm shot. Maybe this weekend I'll get some sleep. Last weekend I was just on 100. Family trip, you know. Didn't see much sleep like I would like to. Staying up too late, getting up too early. But that's my problem, not your problem. And hopefully you guys can get like, you know, a solid lift in at least. I am so sorry, fellas. I just realized this has been cranking. Not even just for my sake. I really ignorantly left that ripping because I was wanting to cool down. But, you know, honestly, with the lift itself, though, back to that before I go on another tangent, you know, I was getting a good mind-muscle connection. And, you know, realistically, that's all I care about as of recently, I guess. More of the mind-muscle connection and feeling the weight. Because that's telling me, you know, I'm really getting at the muscle that I want to hit. Because there is times where I just go in there and I tank out and I just, you know, not just throw up and, I mean, sometimes I throw up as much weight as I can and just fling it, do 10 reps. You know, not necessarily feel it as much. It's just about pushing the weight, which is, you know, come on, we all do it. It's fun. But sometimes you need that mind-muscle connection. And as of recently, I've been kindling back to that and starting to feel it more. And I think that's honestly just part of conquering certain weights. Like, you know, for instance, you start off with 2 plates. Once 2 plates start to feel a little bit, you know, where you're not just flinging them around, once it starts to feel like light, or I mean, when you are flinging them around, you know, it starts to feel light, you just gotta honestly slow it down a little bit more, and then you'll start to get that mind-muscle connection. And then once it starts feeling light at that, then you got to go up the next weight. So let's just say 3 plates. Now you're up to 3 plates. You may be flinging them around for a little bit, but eventually you'll catch up. You'll be doing, slow and control, getting that mind-muscle connection. And then once you get to conquer that weight, go to the next weight, And that's just kind of, I don't know. It's not even that that's how I do it. It's just kind of how I've realized I've lifted. You know what I mean? Honestly, this whole, documenting, this is almost like documenting this YouTube stuff. Besides, just, y'all chilling me, commenting, we just talking, being gym bros and just homies in general, you know what I mean? It's honestly nice for me in an aspect, though, too, because I get to see, the evolution of myself. I've always been the guy to, take photos every now and then, a few videos, check myself, see where I was. And, you look back to, even a year from ago, 2-3 years ago, I still see shit. 4 years ago. Hell, I've even seen stuff from 5-6 years ago. But that was, before I was even, into it, I would say about 3 years ago is where I really started. Anywhere from 3 to 4 years is where I really got kind of more serious about it, but not, because I was still, partying like crazy and not necessarily focusing. I was in the gym like crazy, but I wasn't, locked in like I am nowadays, But, anyways. What the hell? Sorry, there is a bank right in front of me because I'm in a parking lot right now. And this person went to the ATM, and all they had to do was drive straight. And they turn and go right over the curb, and, all the way over the curb. And just kept, all you had to do was drive straight. How do you do that? They're more freaking spent than I am. Jesus. I thought I was shot today. But, see, I lost track of what I was talking about. Not gonna lie. But, about the weight, I guess. Maybe. Honestly, clearly it didn't matter, I guess. But, honestly, going back and, documenting yourself. Honestly, documenting yourself, even if you don't do it on, YouTube or whatever, just take a few Snapchat memories, you know what I mean? Not memories, but, do the video, whatever. Post it to a private story with a few homeboys or, a group, or even just post it to a story or something. So, when that time rolls around again next year, it pops up in your little memories. You can look back and be like, yo, that was me a year ago. Look at where I am now. And it's almost it really is. It does fuel you in a way, because it's I stuck to it and trust the process, and look where I am now, where a year ago, I'm not even comparable. Honestly, every year, that's how I kind of look at myself. It's being better than last year. I want to be better than me from last year. Then I want to be better than me from 2 years ago for sure. Because if I ain't better than me from 2 years ago, that's a little worrisome. You don't want to ever be in the same position you were last year. You know what I mean? Whether it's just, running up money, working in the gym, no matter what you're doing, you just want to push to the next level. It's just, it's not I guess a healthy way to be thinking, but what's next? That's just how I think about it. What's next? What are we, how are we going to better ourselves, And honestly, you get to a point, where you can't do 180s. You can't go from being a drug addict to a fitness enthusiast every year. No discredit to any of them, but you can't just do it on the flip of a dime. But it's I don't even know why the hell I did that, analogy. But for instance, okay, you're hooked on drugs, you got clean. Okay, now you're clean. That was you last year. You were a drug addict last year, now you're clean. Then after you got clean, you started pity-patting around in the gym. Okay, now we're 2 years in, you start pity-patting. Now it's time to take it a little bit serious. Now 3 years along, and now you're a fitness and enthusiast. You love the gym, you're there. That, I don't even know why that came to my mind, but that's the only, that is a great analogy. Using too big of words maybe, but analogy, man, that is a great analogy. Because I don't even know. Honestly, some words are too big for me, but I think that word makes sense. But, fellas, I'll be honest. I am shot. I'm gonna go get some sleep tonight, and hopefully get some sleep all weekend. And for the next video, I'm gonna be locked in. Not better than ever, but hopefully better than ever. You know, like, I can't make that a guarantee, but like, obviously every video and every week, video shit aside, like, every week I try and bring it to another notch. I push my body sometimes, I think, a little too hard, but honestly, who cares? Push yourself to that limit until your body literally doesn't let you. I mean, don't kill yourself, but like, and listen to your body, but still, like, you'll know when you pushed it to the max. And that's what I love to do. That way, you know, you achieved yourself. But anyways, fellers, if you did make it this far, please leave a like, subscribe, post notifications. Obviously, I appreciate it. You know, y'all always hanging with me. Low-key, you guys been rocking with me hard and heavy lately. And I really do appreciate that. It's honestly surreal, because I honestly didn't think anyone would care. But here you guys are, and I love it. But, you know, as always, guys, stay hustling, stay grinding, stay focused. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one.